Well, the big 2-0 is here. Finally, after all this time, 20 days of Warcraft have gone by. But today, once again, after yesterday's mirror match, super mirror match, today we have something a little bit more standard. It's going to be Infi versus Leon on, well, Secret Valley. And once again, it should be interesting as Infi is playing as the Night Elf and Leon, of course, playing as human as he always does. As we're getting it on the way, blah, 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 etc., etc. I've been in London today, so this VOD it has been recorded yesterday, technically, but we won't really go into deep into that anyway, so that's fine. As, well, Infi goes up for a nice altar. It's coming up quite nicely, and on the other side, we've got a altar of kings, but only one little dude, one peasant is building it up, so we won't see a speed build on the archmages there, just so you can get a little bit of a creeping advantage. But we shall see whether or not this is the case, and I've been noticing, I'm using the term "we shall see" a little bit too much these days, and it's somewhat annoying, but, well, we'll see. Anyway, Leon building a nice farm to scout out, making sure that everything's going on, and looks like it's going to be a Keeper of the Grove. Now, there's a class I haven't seen before. That's an interesting choice. That will be an interesting one for this cast as well, just because, well, fresh stuff. And we'll see what the humans have. A Archmage. So, kind of standard there, really. As we have a couple of interesting expansion areas. You got this one over here, which is really primed as well. And, of course, this one. Both sides of exactly the same thing. This one has more gold, but has stronger creeps at it. And it's a little bit easier to reach from the enemy base because you really don't have to move all that far. And in the middle, of course, tavern. And we have a little bit of a shop over here. And that'll help out quite nicely. More farms coming up. This footman will no doubt go into scout to see what Infi is up to. Infi is building an Ancient of War in his base. So it looks like the Keeper of the Grove would just go for Treants and just summon those up and let those guys tank the damage. And I'm somewhat curious on what kind of damage he's going to be dishing out, whether or not it's going to be long range or short range. So here we go. The Keeper of the Grove has already been scouted out by the footman, so Leon will know how to counter him. And the Keeper of the Grove is a somewhat caster-heavy unit, so I'm going to guess that Leon in the late game will go for something along the line of sorceresses and priests just to unsummon treants and all stuff like that. Ancient of War is almost up. No doubt Archer is coming out. As hello, here we go. As a Keeper of the Grove has gone for a little bit of party, going for a little bit of an entangle. As still doing the damage, nice range damage. Need to watch out. Ooh, militia. That's only one more, and that's 25 damage right there. Couple of footmen. There we go. One of them is down. As the Keeper of the Grove hasn't leveled up yet. The Archmage is almost there as well, level 2. So we'll see whether or not he will be able to level his troops up and just keep it on going in. But as you can see here, he's only got 340 from 500 health, so he's a fairly weak unit. So Leon is quickly trying to lock down everything here, building a farm, blocking the Keeper's path, and this peasant will go down. More damage there, and there we go. Entangle. That peasant is toast. Entangling roots. There we go. Another one. And he will just be easy to level up rather shortly. If the Archmage continues to creep, he's easily on level 2. The thing with the Keeper of the Grove is that it's a fairly strong late game unit. And right now, he's just using it to harass the base of Leon. Meanwhile, Infi himself, Ancient of War coming out on the side. And he will no doubt use that to creep. And then he's got a Hunter's Hole as well. So yeah, here we go. Huntresses coming out. So mostly ranged units from him, which will help quite nicely concerning the entangle from the Keeper. We'll be able to lock down anything on the map. Unless they can TP out, that is. Going for the Ogre Magi. No, not just yet. Interesting tactic. As Dust of Appearance being popped up by Leon. Interesting choice once again. As he continues to go forward. As Leon, this Murloc has it in for the Archmage, but he will have no problem taking him down. There we go. Oh, some of agility after that. And here we go. There's a Keeper again. Needs to get a creep jack in, but he's too late. Still running around.
A town is under siege.
As let's see what we have. Do we have more Huntresses coming out? I don't see archers on the map at the moment. Ultravision, so night, increased vision range from the night elves. That'll help quite nicely. The Ancient of War is in the base. Here we go. The Archmage is after the archers. Kind of ironic there. Trying to get around that Tree of Ages that is coming up inside Infi's base. And Infi's choice of the Keeper of the Grove is an interesting one. Very interesting one. He does manage to entangle the Archmage.
A town is under
but
siege.
the Ancients are way too slow to get in there and do any damage. He's trying to block him off. Not going to happen. On the other side, we got a couple of Huntresses paving the way through Leon's base. And there we go. Ranged units, as somewhat predicted. We got a couple of nice glaive throwers coming in. So Leon
under attack.
is being raided by those 3 Huntresses. And we see that everything is being blocked off quite nicely into Leon's base, so these peasants will not be in any trouble unless Infi manage to lock him down. Arcane Vault coming up again. As the Keeper of the Grove comes in to clear everything up. Archmage as well. As the combination between Entangle and the Huntresses have proven effective as the Rifleman does go down. As Infi is continuing to churn out those archers. More Moonwells coming out as well. And no expansions just yet. Huntresses still have it in for the farm. As the fight once again continues. Archmage is a little bit unsure what to do with this farm here at the moment, but we'll see whether or not a keeper is there as well. And there we go. There we go. That one's down. Not enough troops just yet. As Leon is leaning somewhat on towards the Rifleman. His Hunters could be going down, as he's got a second hero on the field as well. We got a Mountain King, and Infi is sure to have that spotted down, especially versus that Keeper of the Grove, who's somewhat weak. He still hasn't leveled up, and he'll need to soon-ish. One more Hunter remaining. The rest is all archers in the army of Infi. As Leon is in the chase, trying to get in there, trying to get more damage down. So far, and here we go. There's that Arcane Phantom I was talking about earlier. Priests, as Dispel, which will help in case he goes for Treants, which we'll have to see whether or not he actually does that. But I'm not too surprised. He will be leveling up soon, but he needs to watch out. This Keeper is rather low. Getting chased by the Drake. That would be a very awkward loss there if you manage to lose that one. But he does need to level up. He needs to get one of these gnolls down. So he can still TP if needed. The Drake is being primed. There we go. That Drake will go down, and the Druid will go up in level. Here we go, level 2. He's almost on level 3 as well. Rune Bracers. That'll be nice. Taking out range damage. The Ring of Protection. That'll help quite nicely as well. As in the meanwhile, we got the Archmage from Leon is already on level 3, and the Mountain King on level 1 is really getting ahead in the creeps. As and now we have the Druid, the Keeper,
have engaged the enemy.
on level 3 as well. So he's getting ahead. The killing that Drake was a good move. And is he going to go after the other Drake as well, just to get his levels a little bit more? Mountain King levels up as well. Still ahead of the creeps. There's a lot of damage. We got a potion of Ring of Invulnerability. The fight continues. There we go. There's those Treants I was talking about earlier. He's gone for level 2 on towards his Keeper, and those Treants are doing in the damage. There we go. Hello, sorcerers. Thank you for coming in. I'm trying to dish out the damage once again. Oh, the Keeper of the Grove has been isolated now. Needs to watch out. He's being slowed. Treants are coming in to do the damage. His hammer is being thrown in. Now we're going to see TP. He has to. There we go. TP comes in. He has to get the hell out of there. He's very weak. And goes back towards the base. We have Hippogriffs coming out. T2. As Infi has gone for air. And Ancients of the Wind. He's going to focus mainly on that. So he's waiting to upgrade his Hippogriffs, and he's going for full build on that, mostly range as well. Let the Hunters just take the damage. Here we go for more creeping on towards his expansion. Maybe he's looking to build the expansion. I wouldn't be too surprised if he is. Meanwhile, the Archmage on the other side is at level 3 still. Going around, kicking ass, taking names. And is going after this encampment. And that will maybe be looking to expand somewhere in the near future. How is this gold mine looking? 6,500. A decent-ish. But look at this group. It's just riflemen and sorceresses and priests all over the place. A very nice combination of ranged units. And there we go. Mountain King does level up. As the hippogriffs come in, hello peasants, nom nom. As now, we need to counter with something interesting. Leon comes in. He only has his riflemen to counter them, but these peasants in the meanwhile are getting absolutely owned. As he has effectively managed to block his way in towards the base, and now he can't get near them. Sorcerer's upgrade coming in. There we go. Finally, the troops managed to get their ass in there. The hippogriffs are still in place. As now, Leon is stuck with a very large ranged army, which consists mainly of riflemen, and versus a crap load of hippogriffs. Of course, they can't slow some of the troops. He's going to try to get some scout towers up.
Job's done.
At least guard towers, that is, and get them out of there. But it's going to be interesting to counter those. Archmage is able to attack them, but will it be enough? Meanwhile, we've got potentially no expansion. We've got a second hero on the field for Infi. He's going for a Priestess of the Moon. It was now almost at level 3, level 2 as well. Will no doubt level up rather shortly. And it continues to get out there. Hippogriff still sitting around. Not too bad. As we're underway for about 12 minutes now. As, this guard tower should be able to take down any hippogriffs that decide to rage in towards the base of Leon. Leon still has this huge army that consists mostly of ranged units. Aside from that, a Mountain King, that is. 40 of those units are based in 40 are those units. However, so far, Infi's got 12 kills worth of food, or well, 12 food worth of kills. My apologies. As we continue on. Nothing really interesting going on there. Leon decides to go for a little bit of a stroll around the base. As now we've got the Priestess of the Moon. He's at level 2 as well. Kind of hard to remember what the Priestess of the Moon does again, because I haven't played her in a long time. Both sides are now attacking each other's base. Moonwells galore. Look at those range units. Look at those riflemen going after the Moonwells quite nicely, making sure that they can't heal. But we've got a large army of hippogriffs on this side as well, combined with huntresses going after the farms, trying to open the door. Treants as well, nicely summoned as well. Jane trying to do more damage and trying to get near this guard tower. Hippogriffs dashing in quite nicely. On the other side, we got the same thing going on for Leon. Leon going after the Ancient of the Wit. Now it's just a question who is going to call in the TP first. Yeah, TP coming in from Leon. He'll be coming in the base nest shortly. There we go. Both sides going for TP. As the Priestess of the Moon is the same. Get the Griffins in there. There we go. As now it's a question of who lost the least. Got a tree in there, but that won't do much. And it's nice that Infi managed to. Well, Leon had all these buildings, a nice line, making sure that the enemy units can get in there. However, with Treants, just pull them out of the ground and close the base. Yes, more scout towers coming up, more guard towers coming up to make sure those hippogriffs don't come too close, because they will wreak havoc. Ancient of War coming up in the bottom. What the hell? We got 3 more Ancients of War here, and Tree of Life coming up as Infi is going for a rather interesting strategy. As he has got his first expansion going for him. More Ancients of War, and those will be able to defend to a certain degree.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
As the Hippogriff continues. They need to take out these guard towers before they come up. There we go, that's one down. Oh, they are slow, though. That could be slightly problematic.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Not going to happen. All right, more Treants coming in. Ooh, there we go. That's that unsummon I was talking about earlier in the game. There we go. TP comes in. There's no way of holding that. He does have an Owl Scout coming out from the Priestess and seeing exactly what is going on. It's going to be difficult to counter these guys, especially because you won't be able to use the treants. Because, well, the sorcerer, the priests, will just dispel them.
Your
It's
building
going to
is
be
complete.
difficult for them to use. Hippogriffs once again going in after the towers, but there's already one guard tower in place,
Our warriors have
so
engaged
that's not going to
the
help
enemy.
much. A bit more expansion going on here. Manual of health, put that on your keeper. It needs to get the damage done towards the overseer in, get the experience. Speaking of experience, Infi has got one level 4 hero and one level 2. Leon's got 2 level 3s, and one is almost a level 4, and that's his Archmage. So he will be
Our
able to
warriors have
field his
engaged the enemy.
very strong. Well, he already has his tier 2 water elementals. And it's going to be difficult to use that to counter the
Your
hippogriffs.
building is complete.
More moonwells coming up. Don't see an expansion just yet from Leon. He's making his way over towards the base of Infi. We're looking for a little
Our
raid.
warriors have engaged the
As
enemy.
more treants come up, they are nice units to creep, but they were crap all versus Leon at the moment because the priest will just unsummon them. Dispel them in this case.
Our
So,
warriors
hello,
have
that's a lot of
engaged the
agents of
enemy.
war there, running in, trying to go after the gold mine. Released, well, it's a ranged army, so they can do a lot of damage. Going after the Ancient of War, and they need to get this expansion out. And gone from history. Although Infi's doing the same, going after the keep. And all these peasants are trying to keep on building it up. And we've got these guard towers trying to do the damage, but it's not going to be enough. As the priests are nowhere in the base, and treants are coming all over the place trying to do the damage. Here we go. More being held in. They're going after the guard towers. The guard towers are going to go down. That's one. And this is the main base of Leon. He cannot afford to lose this. It's Infi. Well, this is only an expansion, and he will lose this expansion at this rate, although we have uprooted the Ancients of War. They're coming in. Okay, expansion is down. On the other side, we got the Griffins going around. TP coming in. Are we going to see TP?
Our
There we go.
warriors
TP's
have
back.
engaged the enemy.
Nicely done. As the TP
sacred
came in
grove
just in
is
time,
being
and these will be unsummoned right now. Here we go. Nice micro there. As the Griffins did do the damage, but Infi, well, he didn't destroy all that much, but he did lose an expansion. So that could be problematic right there. As gold-wise, Infi has got 1,800. He is way, 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 way ahead of Leon. Trying to get the damage in there, but it's not working so far. He has done more food worth of kills, so it's 24. Well, Leon's only got 17. All right, more riflemen coming up from Leon. They'll be able to counter those hippogriffs quite nicely as long as they don't get shot in there. And the problem with humans is they don't have any entangles like orcs do. So if you're an orc, you just field raiders and just entangle these riders into your base and let the grunts do the rest. But in this case,
Our warriors have
it's not going to
engaged
happen.
the enemy.
Tone of intelligence not going to be picked up. For some of you guys that are there doing comments on this, you got to tell me why they never pick up the tome of intelligence. It's
Our
something
sacred
very
grove is
interesting.
being desecrated.
Hippogriff still doing the damage. Are we going to see an expansion here? We don't see anything so far.
Our warriors
How much gold does he still have? His gold by 3,500. So you'll have to think of Leon will have to think of an expansion rather shortly. There we go. Both sides have the gold mine problem. And there's an expansion is coming back up here. As Infi is reinforced his army. We got Druids of the Talon in. Nice range casters there. As well as these hunters. Here we go. The party has commenced. Treants come in as the barracks will be the target, making sure that that rifleman will come out.
Research finished.
And, there we go. The hippogriffs continue to do the damage, and meanwhile, Leon is just comfortably creeping up there. And can he TP back? Does he have a TP? Yeah, he does.
Our warriors
back
have
to the base.
engaged the enemy.
Treants are there, but they will be unsummoned rather quickly. There we go.
Your building is
Unsummon in this case kind of refers to the whole I'm going to shoot you and you're dead. But hey, who can... it's rather a difficult thing. So more farms are coming up in the corners, trying to block it all off. But it's going to be difficult because the treants will just be called in the entire time. I'll scout.
Our
Just
warriors
checking out
have
what the hell's
engaged
going on over here. The hippogriff is still being incredibly annoying in the back of Leon's base. It is Infi is now picking up the creep that Leon was busy on. Effectively, just creep jacking him, which is rather sad. So far, we've got this Priestess of the Moon, cause of attack +9, as well as Slippers of Agility. He's got a TP scroll, so that'll be quite nice. And you've got this Fountain of Health, so in case something happens, just rush your troops back towards that area. His expansion is now up, and the gold mine is being entangled. As, the party continues. Got another expansion coming up, really close to Leon's base. A little bit of a ballsy move there, as well as another one up here. So far, I would say Infi has this at the moment. But this army of Leon is quite big. He will run out of gold rather soon.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
As the party continues.
Your building is complete.
There's more tree ants up in the base, and they'll be able to take down a couple of these militias, but they'll get desummoned quite nicely by the priests. So all they really need in this case, just dispel magic.
Our gold mine has collapsed.
Anyway, the Night Elves are now without their gold mine, and this Tree of Ages will go for a little bit of a stroll. Maybe to this area, maybe to over here. Who knows? He's quite a while away, so it's going to be a rather interesting thing to see where he's going to. Priestess of the Moon. Here we go for another raid in towards Leon's base. As, more farms are up. Currently, Infi does have the advantage when it comes to food on the map. More tree ants coming up, and those priests are nowhere nearby. They will be able to do the damage on towards the militia. Although the guard towers are able to do some damage there, so that's not really a problem. Leon once again. From back and forth. Couple of riflemen there. Not too much. His forces have really been diminished in the last couple of engagements. He lost his sorcerers and so his druids. His druids? Never mind, they're over here. Priests are over here, as well as the sorceresses. Ooh, this hippogriff rider's a little bit low. Doesn't make it out though. Ooh, slowed. Get a little bit closer. That could be toast right there. Yeah, that griffin is dead. That's another annoyance for Leon out of the off the field. But he's just not going to be. It's not going to be really difficult to replace that because he has the gold. He's got the expansions, so I don't really see the problem. He's got expansions coming out of his proverbial ass. Got high upkeep going for him though. Now low upkeep again. So is he taking down wisps or something? No, he's not. He's going for another bit of a raid. And currently, I'm not seeing Leon winning this, to be quite honest. He doesn't have the expansions going for him. And he's looking, and he's just trying to field his way in towards this expansion. It's got the Ancients of War all over the place. He's not really looking to make an expansion of his own. Tree of Ages does go up on this gold mine, and now all the additional gold mines are in the hands of Infi, who is also happily raiding away at the keep of Leon. We do have a TP, I believe, on the dwarf. No, we don't. Only on the Archmage, and he needs to watch out because he is a little bit low, especially the Mountain King. And he does have to. He will be able to TP. TP is coming in back to the base. As this could be it. This could be the engagement we were looking for. No, TP is coming in from the keeper. As they're out of there. As pow. Nicely done. That keep is so low. As is he going to quickly dash over towards the Fountain of Health? Just to heal up his troops a little bit. Not going to happen. Yeah. It's a bit of a shame.
Job's done.
More scout towers coming up. And that's all the counter whatever is in store. But still no expansions. And that will be the undoing of Leon. His gold mine's only got 600 gold remaining. It's not looking very good for Leon. Here we go. The Fountain of Health being used as it should. Feels just like it should. No, that's not the same. As up the party up here, and we got more Huntresses coming out. Almost every Ancient of War here is building something. Another Druid of Talent, Huntress, and well, Archer coming out as well. He's quickly building that up. But the force of Infi is only marginally bigger than Leon's.
Upgrade complete.
Leon's consists mostly of ranged units, which probably be a good idea, especially for those annoying griffins, as well as the damage of the huntresses. But they will do damage, and they will just bounce off everywhere. As the rifleman is invisible. Ooh, yeah, that drew it. Oh, nicely done. Staff of Preservation comes in from the Priestess of the Moon in the back and just quickly whips it out and get that Priest of the Talon home, denying Leon the kill.
Our gold mine has collapsed.
There you go. Gold mine is gone. Leon does have 1,100 gold, but all the gold mines on the map are Infi's.
Our forces are under attack.
And now, Leon has to start figuring out where to expand to. He does have the ranged units and will be able to do the damage, although could now be stuck into a corner. Does still have a TP scroll. Takes down a Huntress. TP coming in from the Priestess. Where are you coming in? Where are you coming in, Priest? Right on top of there. All right. Nice move. Although these sorceresses are incredibly weak, damage still coming in. Huntress is down. Another force of Treant coming in. And these you need to take the Druids out because they will be able to unsummon the Treants. More H to the war come in. This is it. Leon is TPing out. He sees the damage. There we go. Back to the base. Those H's of War were coming in from behind to close the deal. Not too close, though. Too close for comfort. It's both sides. Who's going to buy the TP scroll this time around? It's not going to be Archmage. But both sides have heroes on the same level. Infi at level 5 on his keeper. And on the Priestess level 4. The Archmage's level 5 for Leon with the Mountain King at level 4. It's like a mirror. In this case, what the hell? It appears that we've got, well, the two towers going on over here. Let's look a little bit closer here. Those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like the Battle of the Ents over here. It's just what? It's just Ancients of War everywhere. Leon once again going after the expansion. Tree of Life is going to be primed. And he must have figured out by now that every single thing on the map is an expansion. There we go. Ancients of War coming in. Druids will be primed. They are the ones they need to take out just to make sure the Treants can get in there. Look at all those troops. There are dozens of them. There's no TP scroll this time around. As the dwarf is going to go down. The dwarf is going to go down at this rate. He's getting damaged quite a lot. He's got the invulnerability on, and he's trying to get out of there. He's getting healed up a little bit. But there's a lot of damage in there. He does level up. The Ancients of War are making mincemeat out of the riflemen. And there we go. The dwarf is almost down. There we go. The dwarf is down. Killed by the rush of the Ancients. There was no way he could get out of there. And Infi has this absolute Ancient spam. Good game called by Leon. There was no way he could have won. He didn't have any expansions. And Infi, with a proverbial, March of the Ents, manages to pull it off. That was actually a surprisingly good game. I really did not expect it to be so ridiculously fun after all that time. Anyway, Infi picks us up for this NGL match, and Leon, expand a little bit more, and get rid of those griffins, because Infi was really whoring those out. Anyway, tune in tomorrow on day 21 of 30 Days of Warcraft, as I'm still going to be in London, but you're going to get your VOD. See you tomorrow.